So now that I got that out of the way, let's take a look at this amazing body. You ready? Here we go.
Okay, what is up, you guys? We are back. Welcome back. I am Mr. I See Nat. Welcome to I See Nat Reaction channel. And if you're here for the first time, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to turn on that bell notification so you can be aware the next time your boy, Mr. I See Nat, drops his next reaction video. Now, this popped up in my recommended, suggestion, whatever, man. And I'm trying to find out, man. So we gonna be reacting to a human fetus in a jar that's taught millions. Like, what? What the heck is going on here, man? Like a fetus in a jar? Like, how? What's going on? Some type of Matrix, man? Like some sci-fi? I don't know what's going on, man. So a fetus is teaching millions of people. Like, I don't even know how this is possible. So like I said, I seen this video and I just figured I'd check it out. So why not we just check it out together, man? So let's just see what's going on with this fetus.
Welcome to the lab, everyone. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, as we usually teach anatomy from the full bodies behind me. But today we're going to teach from this amazing little fetus that has already educated millions of people. We'll talk about the story of how this came to be, how it was donated to us, and even some of the mysteries surrounding the fetus.
Okay. Oh man, I'm like trying to see what's going on. So I guess this is like some type of lab institute, you know, some type of biology thing going on. Man, what's going on? This cat got dead bodies in the background. So I guess we gonna be taking a look at a, you know, baby fetus. So this ought to be interesting.
Such as gestational age, how many years this little body has been teaching people for, a lot of cool stuff, and of course, discuss some of the most miraculous concepts about how us humans develop. So let's do this. So before I unveil the fetus here, I do want to have this discussion or this talk about cadaveric education, and specifically the difference between teaching, from a fetus.
Man, I just can't get over, man. He got these dead bodies in the back, man. What the?
Justin and I get asked all the time, does it bother you guys to work with the dead, to do dissections, to remove tissues, remove organs, and things of that nature? And without hesitation, we say, no, it doesn't. Because we believe that cadaver labs are much more about life than they are about death. Now, that may sound a little ironic because when you walk into an anatomy lab, you see deceased bodies. However, the dead teach the living. And what we mean by that is that all the thousands of students that have come through here, the millions that have been on our online platforms and learned from these bodies can now go out and help the living live happier and healthier lives. Think about a healthcare professional going to school and learning from a full body or an adult body or even a fetus, and taking that knowledge into patient care and all the people they interact with on a day-to-day basis to, again, help them live happier and healthier lives. So the people and the families that choose...
For you to be in this type of profession, man, you gotta have a strong stomach. I mean, everybody just can't do this type of work, man. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't cut from the same cloth. Man, like, this is like, you know, being a mortician kind of. Man, y'all leave a comment below if you think that you could probably do this type of work, man.
Choose to donate these bodies to science, leave this priceless anatomical legacy behind, so that we can be educated to continue to help the living. So now that I got that out of the way, let's take a look at this amazing body. You ready?
You got it in a jar, man.
So as you can see, amazing fetus here, and I want you guys to think about the gestational age, or in other words, how far along the fetus is. Are we talking like 10 weeks, 20 weeks, 30 weeks, first trimester, second trimester, third trimester? You can see a very well-developed head that's starting to get more proportional with the rest of the body. You can see the ear there, and the upper limb with a well-developed hand and fingers there. Even if you look closely there, you can see some fuzz or some hair developing on the back of the head. That's crazy. There. But before I rotate this around to show you the umbilical cord and the placenta, and even male or female, I want to tell you about how this body was donated to us. There was a high school teacher that had been teaching for over 30 years with this fetus. So over 30 years of education for high school students. That was 8 years ago when this body was donated to us. So we're knocking on the door of 40 years, maybe even 40 plus years, that we've educated thousands in our lab, millions with our online platform. This little body has done quite the educational feat. But there were two mysteries, or two pieces of information, that we weren't given when we were donated this body. One was the exact gestational age. So we were left with making our best guess based upon the developmental features. So let's keep rotating this around so you can see some of these other features.
So they got this fetus donated to them from a high school. So my question is, man, like, does anybody change the water in this thing? Is this the same water that was originally put in there? And if not, man, just think about when you just unscrew the top of the jar and that aroma come up out of there. Man, I mean, that's a horrible smell, man. You just got fetus all up in your nostrils.
Features. Again, you can see the arm more fully now. The umbilical cord coming into view around the leg there.
This is crazy.
And as we continue to rotate around, you can see the feet and the well-developed feet, and even the genitalia, which we're seeing
that
male.
Little package sackage.
And if I continue to rotate around,
what is that?
You can see all of this tissue here, or the structure, is the placenta.
Oh, man.
And so we kind of used our best estimation based on the developmental features of the fetus to estimate that the gestational age is anywhere from about 26 to 30 weeks. Essentially kind of that transition from second to third trimester. So that means there was about 8 to 12 more weeks of development left, depending on where we fell in that 26 to 30 week period. So a lot more growth or size development. And speaking of size, let me give you some more context about the actual size of this fetus. So here's my hand. Let's show it in the frame here so you can actually see about the context of size of my hand to the actual size of the fetus.
That's crazy.
Now, part of the reason I'm also wanting to show you this is because I'm going to show you on a real uterus, a normal size uterus, comparing it to the size of this fetus. And to give you guys an idea, about here to here, I measured before the video, is about 8 inches long, and I'll show you that comparison on the uterus in just a second. But before I do that, I just want to mention the last mystery surrounding this fetus. We don't know what happened. And what I mean is we don't know what happened to mom, and we don't know the exact circumstances surrounding the death of the fetus. What we do know is that the family still chose to donate the body to science and education, which is absolutely amazing. And there's this interesting concept and discussion that we often have in this lab regarding this particular fetus. Remember, 26 to 30 weeks in gestational age. There have been plenty of preterm fetuses, or preterm babies, born in that 26 to 30 week period, and they've survived. It makes us wonder, because remember, this fetus is almost 40 years old. If born in 2021, would this fetus still be alive?
This fetus is over 40 years old, man. You got the whole Benjamin Button thing going on. Straight up Benjamin Button, man. if like if you had to, donate your child, if it passed away, leave a comment below. Let me know, like, is that something that you would probably do? Donate, the body so they could, obviously do what they doing, like what this guy is doing in the lab. Leave your comments below, man. Got the Benjamin Button over here.
Alive. Did we have enough advancement in medical knowledge and medical technology to do that? So again, it kind of pushes that idea of furthering our medical knowledge and pushing those boundaries to the point where can we continue to get better and even save more lives earlier in the gestational period. So now let's show you a real uterus. We actually have two bodies we're going to use. One, we're going to show a uterus where we reflect the abdominal wall up and look at it from above. And then we've got another body that we've cut in half. So you'll see a little bit less than half of the uterus, but you'll be able to see inside. I think you'll be surprised about the size of each uterus here. So let's take a look at the first body. So I'm going to reflect the abdominal wall here. This is the pubic bone. This is about where the six-pack muscle would be. Up this direction would be the rib cage. Reflect that away. And you'll see this fatty tissue called the greater omentum. It's an apron of fat. All of us have it. And I'll reflect that away. And then finally we see all of the small intestines here. Weird, we've got to reflect this away too. And finally, once I reflect all that tissue away, we have exposed the uterus right here. So essentially this is the top of the uterus right here. Some other...
Hey man, hey, I had to stop that. I can't be looking at too much of that, man. My stomach can't allow that, man. Like, hey, the first couple of seconds, yeah, but hey, man, I can't keep looking at that uterus. Hey, man, but that was all pretty interesting, man. That's crazy, man. But 40 years, man, just in a jar, just straight Benjamin Button. Is anybody changing the water? What that fetus smell like? If you here for the first time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on that bell notification so you can be aware the next time your boy, Mr. ICNet, drops his next reaction video. Until the next time, y'all know the vibes. Peace.